Welcome to the Archive for Sexology. Among many other things, we offer free online courses in sexual health in several languages and a large free online library. Because of this, we have millions of readers all over the world. Lately, many of our readers have been asking about same-sex marriage, which seems to be a hot topic in some countries. Basically, of course, this is not a scientific, but a practical political problem. And I don't think it's my job to get involved in politics here. Nevertheless, I can make a brief comment that may help some people in clarifying the issue. Let's begin with some facts. In a number of countries today, two adults of the same sex can get married to each other. In other words, a couple consisting of two women or a couple consisting of two men can get legally married with all the duties and privileges this implies. It is possible, for example, in Canada, Argentina, Spain, Portugal, Norway, Sweden, and South Africa. This is only a partial list. In addition, several states in the United States recognize such marriages, for example, New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. And again, this list is not complete either. Anyway, in all of these places, the matter has been settled and is no longer an issue. Nothing dramatic has happened, life simply goes on, and people now worry about other things. So, given these facts, why is same-sex marriage still controversial in large parts of the world? As I said, this is a political problem, too complicated for a discussion in a brief video like this. So I'm not even going to try. If you're really interested, you can read the chapter on forms and meanings of marriage in my textbook, The Sex Atlas, which is freely available in our online library. Here is the first paragraph of the introduction. The text starts with very basic observations and then follows them through history, recording the many forms of marriage and the changes it has undergone over the centuries up to our own time. This then allows you to make some comparisons, and these may give you some idea of what marriage is really all about and what we can expect in the future. Anyway, as I was saying, here I will make only a very brief comment. It is about the claim that the true purpose of marriage is reproduction and the raising of children. Same-sex couples cannot have children, and therefore they should not be allowed to marry. Now, very clearly, this is not a serious argument. After all, some same-sex couples do have children of their own, either from a previous marriage or through adoption, or in female couples conceived through donor insemination. But this is a side issue anyway. The real issue is this: do we recognize reasons other than reproduction as valid enough for a marriage? Of course we do. We always have. All through history and all around the globe, women beyond childbearing age have been allowed to marry. Indeed, very often they have been strongly encouraged to marry. And today, this is still true. Yes, women over 50 can and do fall in love. And they may also seek companionship and a chance for mutual help in old age or financial security. All of these have always been and still are recognized everywhere as legitimate goals of marriage. And if love, companionship, mutual help and financial security are legitimate goals for a couple of different sex that cannot possibly produce children, then these very same goals can logically and legitimately also be pursued by a couple of the same sex. Therefore, let me now state the obvious. As long as any 60-year-old woman can marry a 70-year-old man, and as long as any 90-year-old man can marry an 80-year-old woman, all our governments recognize, approve, and publicly demonstrate that values other than reproduction can justify a marriage. Indeed, these values make marriage desirable not only for the couple involved, they also serve the greater good of society. The rest is just a matter of fairness and of equal rights for everyone. And you don't need a sexologist to point this out.